Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Lone Oak Farm. There's something on the bottom of my mouse, and it's not agreeing with me at all. Sorry to start the video like that, but I just tried to move, and it won't move. It's still doing it. So weird. Okay, so after all that out of the way, we need to do work in this here field. But what do we want to use? I kind of want to use this. I don't want to use anything with tracks. I'm not feeling the tracks. Let's use this setup, the 50-foot disc with the MTE. We are very, very close to buying this field. Like, so close. I can feel it. And I'm like very, very excited for that. Because that means we are one step closer to buying the pig farm. So after this field, we have one more field, and then we can unlock the pig farm. Now, I hope this thing is a decent size. Like, it says 41 minutes, but I'm hoping not. I know that, we're not really working with our own equipment right now, but we need to get this stuff on the road, because it's going to take, like, a lot of episodes to get to the point where we can actually buy this field. It's 168 grand. So, the more work that we can do right now, the better off we're going to be. I mean, I don't want to do the field work. I'd rather buy it that way. But I'm really trying to save the amount of episodes, because we're on episode, this is 31. Okay, this is by far my longest running series, and we have not even accomplished what I thought we were going to accomplish by now. Yes, we started with nothing. Yes, we have come a very, very long way. But, I can't keep farming. What is this? Huh? What is going on? Oh, okay. Apparently it wasn't down, but it was down? Right. Okay, back to what I was saying. So, yeah, we're not to the point where I wanted to be. I was hoping to be, like, halfway to the cow farm by now. But this field here has slowed us down. It has crippled our the amount of progress that we've made. So, hopefully, after this, it is, like, the last one. And then I think we'll be kosher, is what I'm really, really hoping. So that is the current plan. Yes, I know I'm making a mess, but if you watched yesterday's episode, I was here for like an hour, and I know it needs to get done. And yes, we are getting paid for it. But at the same time, I was here for like an hour yesterday, so I'm just hoping to hurry up and get it over with. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna plant it. And basically, as long as it's not potatoes, we're going to take it. We still do not have a silo, so I need like 45 grand to get our bag silo set up, which we are going to go. I kind of want to use that mod. We won't have silos until we get to the cow farm, and that is still a ways off. And so we're going to have to invest in some crop storage so we're not selling at a bad rate. And I'm going to say that you guys will know before me whether or not I'm streaming or not. I just got home. It's 7:31, 7:21, 7:21. So I thought, okay, I definitely need to get the video done first, and then I can make a decision there. So we're doing the video first, and then if it encodes and everything in time, then I will do a stream. So if I do a stream, I hope to see you there. If I didn't do a stream, I'm very, very sorry. Only future me knows, and I don't have that skill. So, but yeah, we will be actually getting something similar to this, not the John Deere one, even though it's got like a fancy little hitch on the back. Kind of wish that the plow had the fancy hitch, and then we could pull the plow. Then this, I think that would be the better route, but alas, it does not. This is supposed to have a crumbler on the back, I think is what Ford Farmer had told me. It was either Ford Farmer or West Cotton King. Or West Texas Cotton King. They had told me it was a crumbler, I think, goes on the back of this to be dragged along. So hopefully that is the correct info. Wow, I'm like all over the place. I'm sorry. I'm also not playing with my wheel today. I am I'm really in a rush here. I know that's bad, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, also, before we get too far in this video, I want to thank anybody, if you guys if you donated to BulletBill's computer rebuild. He got his new PC, everything is kosher in the world. If you donated to it, thank you very much. I hope that, you know, somebody from my my viewers did, because we play, you know, a lot of BulletBill's maps. I am actually donating anyway as soon as I get my first check, so I will be donating. I'm not just, you know, forcing it on you guys by any means, but yeah, I want if you donated, you are an awesome person. So there is that. Let's use some of this fine stiff. Alright, we need to do this. Auto width, yes. Let's shift a little bit of lane there. And yeah, we should be good. And we're gonna do a right turn. And this is about 12 meters across. We want to go, I think it's 24. There we go. That should be pretty close to the edge of the field. This isn't going to take very long. We can back that down to 20, or probably 18 might be better. Go. And that should give us the perfect turning circle. So we're not only doing this. Our soybeans are almost done, so we have to do that as well today. And we need to just keep working. Actually, for some reason the combine's done. I don't know why, unless they got lost again, which is possible. Okay, so we're going to do a lap here. It seemed to go a little bit better like that. So let's give it another go. I need to get actually on track. Turn off the GPS mod. So I think I have everything set for the Shamrock Valley map. I've tested all the mods I wanted to test. That was what the live stream is actually for, was, you know, not all the tractors. A couple of the tractors, you know, we'll get down the line. But, you know, some of the equipment I was looking at, mainly that Amazon Cedar, I thought, you know what, that looks like a light one. Maybe we could use that behind an older piece of equipment, you know. Not as a starter piece of equipment, but, you know, it's something, you know, hey, we can get this upgraded one. It's like 2 meters wider. You know, it'll be a good one for our little tractor. No, it makes a 7270 JCB do a wheelie. So it's far too large. And it couldn't even do, I think it's like, it done 3/4 of a hectare on a tank of seed. It was just ridiculous. I couldn't believe it. So, not worth my time to be using that. But, you know, we've tested out a bunch of different things. I think I've got the right feel for the map. Now, the equipment is going to be more based on looks than brands, because there's like so many brands, but nothing that really fit the theme I'm going for on the map. So some of it may be a little bit cattywampus, but I think it makes sense for the most part. Like visually, it makes sense. You know, it looks like it goes in the map with the equipment that we're using, so that's going to be kind of good. I'm thinking the style of farming that we're going to do is going to be pretty cool as well. So just going to be a lot slower play. We're going to play with gearbox. We're going to play with MR again. I haven't played with MR since Kleinslime was the last time I used MR. So we're going to be using it and seasons and just a bunch of different things. And we may try to run all 3 animals. I haven't decided that yet. It's doable, especially with the time frame that we're going to be running in. So I don't see it being an issue, but I think we're gonna at least try. If we can't do it, then we will sell, you know, some of the animals off. Sadly, the map is. See, I didn't know. I'd only seen screenshots of the map and of the yard, you know, like your farm yard. I had not seen any images of, you know, how big the fields were, and that was like a very, very big worry for me. And the reason it was, you know, I didn't want to take on how I'm going to do the farming with fields this big, because it would just be a bore to watch, and I probably could not do it just playing it. Like, I would go just absolutely loco. So to see that they are smaller and the map is roughly the size of Altenstein, if I were to reach a little bit, if probably a little bit bigger, but it's got that same kind of feel. Like, if we look at our map here, oh, I don't have a way to give a mouse because I'm not in one of my tractors. Roughly the map fits inside the, like, where our road goes around. So, like, up there by 12 and 13, you know, you've got the road that goes around to the north, right, from east to west. And then you've got the north and south road that we're always on over by our fields. You know, basically like that inner farmyard is about the size of the map, just by looking at the map in a first look video I'd seen. So very excited for that. So it's going to allow us to do a lot of very odd and different jobs, and you know, I'm going to try to be as professional about it as I can. I've been doing a lot of reading and watching videos about farmers in the area, you know, how they're doing things. I know I'm going to get some stuff wrong, but I don't want it to be a, you know, a complete cluster, you know. I figure that some YouTuber's going to get on there with $2 million and I got my John Deere 8R up in here and blah, 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 all brand new equipment, and they're just going to rush through it. They're not going to take their time. They're going to say how pretty it looks, and then after the lights fall off, they're going to, you know, ditch it. But we're not going to do that. We're going to play it like it's our own farm. We're going to do it as realistically as I can. It will be the most realistic thing I've ever done in Farming Sim. And I do like my realism as long as it's, you know, it's within the bounds of the game. You know, sometimes it's nice to break free, and there will be those moments where I'm like, yep, we're totally going to ramp that tractor across a bridge or something, just for kicks. But the majority of the time, we are going to play it as a struggling old farm. So, you know, we're gonna do well on it, I think. The only thing I have not found is a combine I like. I can't find one. And honestly, the 1660 that we have, it would probably fit the map. And I'm really thinking about it. It's old, it's beat up, it's loud, it's been jerry-rigged. I am seriously considering just plopping it in there. I'll have to turn down the volume a little bit because we're going to do everything, you know, as manually as possible. So I will have to turn down the tractor volume a little bit on that because it is loud, like blow your ears out loud, and I don't want to do that to you guys. Alright, so we are nearing the end at least, so that is that's a good thing. We're getting close. The closer we are, the better. Okay, we might get it right here, maybe. Oh, it's a sliver. No. One more go around here. Come on. Let's get turned around, little cart thingy. Like, I just want to call it a big X. It looks like a giant X. So, almost done. We are on the cusp. Come on, please. Please just ding. Please, let me go. Let me live. Yes. Okay, so we got 21 from that. Okay, we have 136. Dang it. We're so close. I don't want to use a tracked vehicle. Yap. Stop. We have one of these. I don't want to use that. Let me use something fun. Didn't show up. Yada yada yada. It makes me buy the field. Okay, we're here. We are at the we're at the end. Oh, and I keep like forgetting to tell you guys what my job is. Like, you know, some people want to know, other people don't really care. But my job. Oh, we're doing sunflowers. No way we're doing sunflowers. Love sunflowers. This is really underpowered for this. God, what was I going to say? Oh, the place I work for makes slurry or what do they call them? Injectors or agitators? So it's like a giant reel, right, with a hose, and you've got like the pump system, and then the injector part goes on the back of the tractor. So, okay, you're pumping from your tank or your pit or whatever, and then all that goes up to where the tractor is, and then gets injected into the ground. So you don't have like a cart a big tank around. What I do is build the wiring harness for the pump setup, and it's got like GPS and Wi-Fi and all this crazy stuff in it, and it's like really, really cool. Like, it is I don't know, it's really, really high tech, and it's kind of neat. So it's not a, like, I don't want to say it's boring. How do I make it sound okay without being very, very like hard on the place? Because I do like the job, for sure. I like the job, but I don't know. I'm used to doing so much more, and sitting there all day and building a wiring harness just seems so mundane. Is that the... I don't know. I just don't know what to do with my hands all the time, because I'm sitting there like, okay, I'm doing the thing. And it feels like I'm getting stuff done. But at the same time, I'm used to doing, you know, so much more. The company doesn't ask a lot from its employees. You know, you show up, you do your job, and then, you know, you go home. Well, yeah, we've had to show up early and everything like that. We've got 120 units to build by the end of September. But as far as like requiring me to stay or anything like that, like I don't feel like pressured at this job, if that makes a little bit of sense, because like every other job I've had is a constant, well, no, I'm not gonna say every other job. When I worked at the trucking place, that was a very, very good place to work. But like when I worked for Wilson, they didn't care about you. You were simply a number. I think my number was, it's on my hard hat and I can't remember it. This tractor is not powerful enough for this, by the way. 61528. Like, I'm an employee number. Yeah, my supervisor knew my name and would ask, you know, oh, how's things around the house and blah, 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 blah. They didn't care. These guys, it is my first week, and they're like, yo, you want to stay after work and have a beer? I'm like, well, I don't drink. I can sit around and bullshit with y'all. Oh, yeah, that's great. John, yeah, let's stick around. Like, you know, it's like kind of weird, but kind of awesome at the same time. So, yeah, I mean, it's a good job. It's a good place to work. And they have 2 plants. And one is in Iowa and one is in well, not Sioux Falls. It's in South Dakota. But, yeah, a great company so far to work for. And I'm tickled. You know, they're not, like, annoying me to, you know, bump up my numbers or anything like that like Wilson would. Because when I started okay, here's the thing. I don't not like anybody I worked at Wilson, or work with at Wilson. The employees underneath management were all awesome. They're all very hard workers. They are people that took pride in every single thing that they built. The management is the most dumbfounded, idiotic thing I've ever seen in my life. And I've been working since I was 14. You know, you go to work and you're going to get ridiculed for something. Oh, you're 1 second late. Well, we're going to have to write you up. Dude, I was 1 second late. I was in the door. No, you're still late. You weren't clocked in. Okay, what did I miss in that 1 second? Well, we got morning meetings to do and everything like that. Yeah, morning meeting. You know what my morning meeting was? Yep, hold your right hand out and, yeah, we're going to stretch out that arm a little bit. So I missed 1 second of that and got wrote up for it. I got 4 days of vacation. And your vacation was also your sick days. If you didn't use your vacation for your sick day, you got based on a point system. After so many points, you get wrote up. So, that lovely stay I had in the hospital at the beginning of the year, I got wrote up twice for being in the hospital. And they paid the bill and tried to tell me I wasn't in the hospital. And they paid the bill. So, not a good place to work for. They make a very, very good product. And that's what I tell everybody. The people that work there are awesome. The product that they make is very, very good. Their management has no clue. Our plant manager had no idea. Like, he didn't know anything. It was always whatever his superior told him. And he would just kind of, you know, I don't know. He talked like he knew everything, but he was an idiot. He didn't know the first thing. You know, we started at 6 trailers or 7 trailers a day. You know, okay, that's pretty good. Certain jobs take a little bit longer than others. We were a little bit underhanded, a little bit short-staffed. I was the only person in my hiring group to last more than 3 months. And at the end of my first year there, they pushed up numbers from 6 or 7 to 11. And I was the only extra help in the entire plant from what they had before. But they said that we had the numbers to go for it. And we had the numbers to you know, produce more. And the plant manager come out, yeah, we got these numbers. Yeah, we got the numbers that you can, you know, yeah, we can push out the trailers. No problem. It's going to take some overtime. You know, everybody's going to have to work their ass off. And, you know, blah, 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 blah. So basically, we made double the trailers for the same amount of labor. And then, you know what our thanks was for that? We all got a 10-cent raise. Woo! I got an extra $4 every week. I got $4. You know, made you guys, you know, average cost of trailers like 72 grand. We were making 6 extra of them a week. Yep. But they couldn't afford any more. We were always told labor was tapped out. Didn't have enough money to give anybody a raise. That was always the big thing. If you made it there a year, you got a quarter. I couldn't help. I couldn't help but laugh. I mean, okay, like, I know that sounds really, really condescending, but within my first year at the trucking place, I had a $2.50 raise. So, you know, they're a multi-million-dollar company, and they can't afford their people to have a raise. Or, you know, be late by a second, or anything like that. You know, it just enough to make your blood boil. Like, I hated going to work. I hated it. I woke up every day hating it. I just didn't want to go in. I didn't care. You know, I knew I was going to get bitched at for doing whatever stupid thing it was. We couldn't listen to the radio because we had to have hearing protection in. And if we had the what do they call it, PPE certified earbuds, you know, the ones that have all the sound deadening and everything in them for your ear protection, the ones specifically made for that kind of environment so you could still listen to the radio, yeah, you got wrote up for listening to the radio. I mean, just idiotic things like that. You never knew what you were doing day to day, because there were many times we'd go in, all right, we've got to do this order, this order, this order. Okay, yep, we got all them. All right, well, if we crank them out really hard, maybe we can, you know, get out of here and not have to work this Friday or whatever. Because we were only supposed... Oh, that was another thing. We were only supposed to work 4/10s and the occasional Friday, and then it turned into every other Friday. And you weren't allowed to have that Friday off. Even if you had prior engagements, you were not allowed to have that Friday off. So, yeah. It's a pretty terrible place to work. I don't know how... Like... I don't know how some of my friends are still there. I don't. It's just dumb. Like, if they restructured the management and, you know, like, listen to their employees, it would probably be pretty good. Because the shop was air conditioned and everything. But when you've got people that do all of the work that get wrote up for being 1 second late, and then you have other people that don't do anything and they take, I don't know, half days off and everything, you're like, how is he not getting rid of? Well, he has the points for it. You add it all up and it's like, no, he doesn't. You know, it's just stupid things like that to make you go, why am I still here? And it was after my little stay in the hospital when I had an allergic reaction to whatever the hell it was. I come back and got wrote up, and they come by and said something to me, and I told them I was leaving at noon. I mean, I just couldn't do it anymore. Like, I felt bad for leaving, but yeah. Basically, I wanted to burn that bridge, so I know I would never be, like, tempted to go back. Because it was so bad. I mean, it was just the dumbest company I've ever worked for. So that's like my rant. I won't say anything bad about the people I work with, though, because I still talk to them like every day. They are some of the best friends I have in this state. You know, I'm like 1,000 miles away from my home, and the friends that I made there are like seriously some of my best friends. So I cannot say anything bad about the workers, you know, the people that I worked with, but my God, the management is dumb. Well, we are very, very close here, and we have one more job to do. Hopefully it lets us fertilize. That way we can get a good chunk here done. And this field will be ready to buy for sure. So we should be able to feel... I mean, we can afford it after this, but doing the job and doing a little bit of fertilizing in like 5 minutes is the current plan right now. Okay, I'm thinking that this may be our last swipe here. It's looking pretty good for us. Yeah, this field is a lot rougher than it looks, like, honestly. It's got some, you know, some life to it. It's just not a flat block, which is, you know, pretty nice. I like fields that have a little bit of uniqueness to them. It's a nice trait, being slightly unique. A little bit more, and right now. See, I got it right now. Yeah. All right. So, one more job. No. No, we're not putting manure down. Really? We're putting manure down? Is that what we're about today? Can I use the... Let me use this. I don't think I've used this. Mine as well. Okay. Or did we use this yesterday? No, this is the 8R American. We used the other one yesterday. Right? Or am I lying? Hopefully I'm not lying to you guys. It sounds different. I really hope I'm not lying to you guys, because I don't like lying. Lying is never fun. But we've got some poo to spread, so we are doing quite well. We've got the money to buy the field. This is just a kicker and is letting us, you know, do... I think we've got 2 stages of FERT. So we've only got the one to do now, which is going to be pretty good. And this will be a pretty good field for some sunflowers. I don't know how big this field is. We'll look whenever we get back to the sign. But I'm going to say it is a... it's going to be a pretty good, big chunk of change. So it's a nice change to be able to do a little bit of root crop. Are we going to have to buy a header? Yes. It's going to have to happen at some point, so might as well be now. We still got that field over there, field 18. Yes. 18. And field 19. 20. 20 needs to be done. And we're going to bail that. So it should be a pretty good time. Hopefully we get, you know, some life out of it at least. Well, this slurry tank is having no problem behind this 8R. So... it's got the right tires, and it just looks right. Like, I know I'm not like a huge John Deere fan, but that tractor does look right. It looks the part, at least. We'll go with that. That is my once a video is okay to like John Deere. Just once. That's okay. Now see, why can't every job be as quick as manure spreading? Look at that. We're 3/4 of the way done, and we haven't even done 1 lap. So yeah, I wish more jobs were like manure spreading for workers. It'd be alright. I mean, because we're gonna complete the job anyway. Just let me make it really simple. Alright, we're almost done. I promise. This is probably the last job for a very long time. But you know, it's nice to use some of the bigger equipment every once in a while, especially when we started out so small. It gives us like on-the-job training. Let's just go with that. What do you think? I think that is a lovely idea, so we're going to be done here in just a second. Boop. There we go. 15 grand for that. So, this is 10 hectares, and we're definitely going to buy that, and we have 33 grand left. So, that's ours. How well is it done up? We are on our 2nd stage, and we need to do our 3rd, so definitely okay there. Huh. We've got a thing done. Alright. Yay. Yay, we have more land. Alright, I'm going to go get the combine back up and running. Alright, so that took some time. We're like a little over an hour into the video already, so I'm going to have to cut that down. Soybeans is still get lone wolf. Let's go ahead and sell that before that price tanks out. So we're going to sell a full load, so I'm going to go ahead and get what's in this. Yes, I'm driving the crop. I'm sorry. But this is important, because that is a lot of money. You know what? We're almost to the point where we're about 2 fields today. Ooh, that is very nice. There we go. 1 full load. Okay. Lone Wolf Company. Other edge of the map. Okay, we're at 33,465er. Come on, lots of money. I like the lots of money. Okay, we're actually at 59 grand. How much was that other field? Do I have... I do have bank on. Field 19 is what we're looking for. Oh, it's 86 grand. Okay, well, we won't be able to do that today. We're close. We're very, very close. So hopefully in the next episode we can get that by our own means. But I think that's actually where I'm going to leave it. So we've got the biggest field, our biggest field ever. We've done all the work to it, so that's going to be a very, very good harvest of sunflowers, which I'm so happy I got to do. Because, you know, sunflowers are my deal. So, yeah, that's where we're going to leave it, I think. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else we have to do. We have to buy one more field, and then we can buy pigs. And then I think we're going to be good for money. Because pigs reproduce at, like, an astronomical rate. They reproduce like crazy. So, as soon as we can get to the point to where we can buy some, and we're going to have to get a trailer because I'm not going to pay that fee again. That was just to get the sheep going. So, hopefully, we can get that all in the next episode. So, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully, you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in tomorrow morning's video. Maybe I'll see you on stream tonight. I don't know. Let's celebrate by doing a drifto in the Mac. So we're gonna turn right, left, off the gas, and it didn't drift. No! There it goes. A little bit. There we go. That was celebratory. There we go. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.